Okay.
Thanks for the call. All right, last call of the day. Calling from a 785 area code. Who's this?
Yeah, this is John Connor from Los Angeles, California.
What's on your mind, John?
I wanted to make a comment about the charter schools. The reason that charter schools are failures is actually because the same reason why urban public schools are big failures. It's entirely comprised of low IQ, like city-dwelling minorities. You know, it's common knowledge that blacks score lower on standardized testing. Rich blacks actually score on the same level as poor whites. And I know this is triggering to liberal progressives because, you know, kumbaya, we are all one. But there are huge differences in race, and that's why you see urban cities with such horrible scores. And that's why you see such differences in performance by races.
Right. So you're saying like poor whites in Appalachia, they do very well in school.
They do on the same level as rich blacks.
Really? Where are you getting your data from?
Really? It is common knowledge, Sam.
Come on, where do you get it from?
Really? I mean, come on. You're a white person. You should know better. We're going to need citations.
Why do you assume that I'm white? Why are you assuming my race?
Because you're racist.
Well, maybe.
And
I mean,
that's the basis
what's
of
your
your
race?
common knowledge.
What's your race?
Why does my race matter? Why are you deflecting the argument?
Well, because I want to know if I'm talking to a smart person or not.
Why does it matter?
You just told me that race. Wait a second. Excuse me. Did you or did you not just say that there is an IQ difference between races?
I definitely said that.
Okay. So I'm asking you, I want to know if I'm talking to an idiot or a smart person. So I need to know your race.
What does my race have to do with me being an idiot or a smart person?
You just told me it was predictive of intelligence. So what is it? What's your race?
On average.
What is your race?
It doesn't matter what my race is, Sam.
What are you talking about? You just told me that race was determinate about intelligence.
What does my intelligence matter? Let's say
I don't know if I want to talk to an idiot. I don't know if I want to talk to a total moron. So I just want to know what your race is.
I'm white, Sam.
What?
Whoa!
Got me. You got me. You got me. Gotcha.
Okay, so listen, you're really super smart. Tell me where the citation of where you get your facts from.
You want me to just list out every one of them and every different source that I have?
Couple.
How much time do we have here?
I mean, enough for you to cite at least a couple of places.
Are you going to turn the music off? Or are you just going to make a mockery of this because you have no real argument?
Mockery.
This is what liberals often do.
Go mockery.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's the citation?
I'm not going to, play your game with this. And if you want to actually have a real debate, then we can have a real debate. But if you're just going to play ridiculous
I
music,
just turned off the music and asked
then
for the citation of your facts you've just presented.
You're really hurting me as a white person with how dumb you're being. Okay,
This is like
I
the most
was getting
cuckish
into the
racist I've
higher.
ever heard
Yeah,
of in
let's
my
come
life.
on. This is where it was the Abbott and Costello.
And he had the little prepared little statement.
Come on.
I wanna really
So wait a
trigger you.
second. Hold on. Now listen. I don't mean to trigger you because you're obviously getting upset about this. So I want you to just take a deep breath and just tell me, give me a couple of citations about the facts. Quick. You got to be near a computer, right?
Why would I be near a computer right now?
White
You think
people
that I
have
all of these
white
facts like
white
stuck in my
people.
brain?
Wait a second.
Wait,
Wait a
white
second.
people
Hold on,
have
hold on,
computers.
hold
It's
on,
common
hold on.
knowledge.
You call up with an assertion, and I'm asking you just to give me some citations of your facts. And you're going through all this rigmarole. You want me to turn off the music. You don't want me to make a mockery of it. Okay, sir. Let's hear the facts. Where did you get these facts from?
There have been lots of research done on this. It's not going to be, from Harvard University. There's been lots of
Phrenology today.
universities that people have done theses on this subject, and there is research that
There's
shows
people
that
who have
this
been
is
doing
true.
thesis. So you're telling me that I ask you for a citation of the facts that you're stating, and you tell me there are people who have done theses. Oh,
In
theses.
various research in universities, yes.
Oh, in universities, really? Would you
Yeah,
say
really.
these are prestigious universities? I mean, you should say
What would a
people have
prestigious
done
university in your opinion?
very prestigious
A liberal
people have
arts
done
college?
very
Is
prestigious.
a
Don't
liberal
hey,
arts
listen.
college
Don't
prestigious?
get so triggered by me asking you to back up your facts. Just calm down. All right. I know you're nervous. You're a little bit upset. You're riled up now. Just calm down.
Are there black people near you right now?
Are you in a safe area?
You in a safe space?
Are you in a safe space?
Again, you're just making a mockery of this again.
Yes,
because
you-
you
yes.
I mean,
actually
honestly,
know
listen,
black
if you're
people, on
going to
average,
call
are
in
far less
and you're
intelligent
going to
than
make an
Asian
assertion
counterparts
like that,
and white counterparts.
like anybody, I ask for the facts because you tell me it's common knowledge. And frankly, I think, at this point in my life, I have a good sense of what's common knowledge. I'm not aware of that. And now I'm aware
Are you
that I'm
aware
sure
of university theses, Sam?
I've just heard
All
about
the
these things.
university theses.
But
Okay,
my point
so-
is you should say prestigious university theses.
Have you read the bell curve before?
There it is.
Of course, Charles.
Finally,
Murray.
the dumb fuck with this one
Yes.
citation.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yes.
Have you read it or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All of us in this room have
Okay,
read
so
the
do
bell
you know-
curve.
So if you've read it, what does it say? What was the research that was done?
It's highly discredited.
Like very much so.
In fact, I think if I was actually to Google the bell curve, it would be about how it's full of shit. Let's see. The
Yeah,
bell.
you know who says that? The American Psychological Association. And who runs the American Psychological Association?
Not just the
Black
American Psychological
people!
Association.
the Jews.
Oh, the Jews, right, of course.
Yeah, it's a bunch of crypto Jews. A bunch of crypto Jews just like you, Sam.
Crypto Jews?
You're speaking
I
of
don't
Hold on,
think there's
wait.
anything
Hold on,
crypto
hold on.
about
Well, I was
Sam's
gonna say, wait a
Judaism.
second. What do you mean, crypto? What's the crypto thing? Are you Jewish, sir?
You try to hide it.
Dude, you are bringing down the white race IQ every second
Wait
you
a
speak.
second.
This
Yeah,
is
Spencer's
becoming
gotta call this
embarrassing
guy
even
off
to
the-
me.
You're
Yeah, Richard
saying
Spencer
that-
needs to silence you. You're a moron.
You're saying that I'm trying to hide my Judaism. On the very show
Definitely.
that I have mentioned my celebrating Passover probably 3 times.
He talks about being Jewish
on the
literally,
like,
very
50
show where there
times
is
a day.
a camera that shows his face. You're
got a
saying he's
question.
hiding
Yeah,
his
his last
Judaism.
name is
Hold on.
Cedar.
Let's. Wait. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say it again. I'm sorry, people.
You're a cultural Jew. That's why it doesn't count.
Hey, can I ask you a
Wait
question?
a second. What do you mean? I just told you I'm celebrating Passover. It's a holiday. I say the prayer.
Common knowledge.
Hey, can I ask you a
I
question?
take off all the high holiday Jewish religions on this show.
Caller, what does it feel to be a victim of white genocide?
Are you a virgin?
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question. Does your
Are we supposed to be like
excuse me,
some
excuse
jokes or something? I
Yes.
don't
hold on,
understand.
hold on, wait a second.
Yes.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. What do your theses say about Jews and their IQs?
Ooh.
No, wait, I'm just curious.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, I'm asking, what do they say?
Jews have high IQs on average.
Do you think that I have a higher IQ than you?
Good day, sir.
No. Go back to our conversation yesterday when you said that you would punch me in the face. I think that I would definitely beat the shit out of you.
Well, no, wait a second.
Sounds
No,
like
wait
it.
a second. No, wait a second.
Would you like to work in Angola?
That was a thought experiment. It was not, I said I would punch you in the face. I was saying, what would be the difference if I punched you in the face versus if you punched me in the face? And at the time,
The difference would be is that you would basically slap me, and it would be a lot different if I punched you in the face.
okay, and why would that be?
Remember we were talking about like power dynamics?
Yes.
Remember that?
I do, yes.
Right. There we go.
What do you mean, there you go? You got to finish the
He'll
sentence.
kick your ass.
He's saying he could beat you up,
He's saying
Sam.
he
This
beat
is
you
like-
up. It's
this
common
is-
knowledge.
Let me ask you a
There's
question.
been theses written at
Let me
Let me ask you a
University.
question. Let me ask you a question. Are you watching on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, look at me. How does it make you feel to see this metrosexual Jewy cuck?
Just drop the metrosexual. Just Jewy cuck.
Express absolutely no concern about you beating me up.
I mean, you are a new male, though.
I am a what?
You're a new male beta cuck. You're a pansy sissy. I bet that you enjoy watching your wife with other men.
I mean, maybe just
Only
one-
if I can read the social security report while it's happening. I like
I
to
mean-
keep my mind occupied. Dude, are you actually this? No, I mean, I know. I honestly have a question, and it will appear as somewhat of an insult, but it's a genuine question because we do have people who call into this show as jokes. Are you actually this much of a total belligerent moron, or is this a joke and this is someone we know and it's a good character?
Do you think that that's a valid question to really ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's common knowledge.
Absolutely.
It's a common knowledge question.
Well,
I
listen,
mean,
I appreciate.
I
this
invite you to the live show next Saturday,
Listen,
though.
I appreciate this
Free
exchange,
ticket.
but my wife is meeting her lover in a half an hour, so I got to wrap things up.
It's a Dominican guy this week. Sam's very
all right,
excited.
make sure that you don't stray away from your cuck shed. Make sure you stay in there.
That I don't what?
What?
Don't stray away from the cuck shed. He's
I don't know what that
the
phrase is.
cuck shed.
Oh.
It's a.
Do
it's
you
a
think?
concept
No,
of-
no. Can I ask one more question? Do you think it might say something about? Because I, the only reason that any of the people in this room know the phrase "cuck," or have thought about this, or have ever had a conversation about watching their girlfriend or wife with some other man, is because people like you are obsessed with that terminology and that idea.
Very fixated.
Does that maybe tell you something? Could you use your white mind to deduce
What
a
insecurities
pattern
might be
there?
there?
You know what?
Okay, but now the point is that you constantly joke about it to try to like deflect that you don't actually enjoy thinking about it.
I mean,
It's like when people put
I think you may have a
"Ha, ha,
point.
ha, It's so funny, ha ha ha. But in reality, you actually like you go home and type on the computer and look at that stuff. You know.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. I mean, well, first of all,
Yeah.
buddy, I
The
don't
active
have to
dumb
get
face.
it on the computer. I'm married. But listen, let me
I was
ask you.
talking to Michael though. I was
Oh
talking
yeah,
to
no,
Michael.
okay, fair enough.
Matt
No,
and
but
I,
listen, let
computer.
me ask you a question. What is your? I mean, since I've been so open about my status. What is? Are you quite the ladies' man? I imagine that you are rather alpha. Am I right?
In the end, what's the end game here, Sam? What does it matter if I?
It's
have
to embarrass
Well, no,
you.
wait a
That's the
second.
only
Hold
reason
on.
it's called
Hold
that.
on. Hold on.
What does it take away from blacks having low IQs?
Well, no,
What does it
wait a
take away from
second.
that?
Now, wait a second. We've talked about my being a cuck, and I think it's let's have some mutuality here in terms of this conversation. I'm just curious. You must be a very alpha ladies' man. Is that right?
I would definitely classify myself as an alpha male. Yeah.
Well, but wait a second. You're definitely. I mean, I think everybody can tell you're an alpha.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Hell
But,
yeah.
but I'm
That's
curious.
well
I'm
done,
just
please.
curious. Do the ladies appreciate that?
What do you think, Sam? I mean, you can ask your wife.
Well, no, wait a second. Now, are you suggesting that you're dating my wife?
No, what I'm suggesting is you said that you were a cuck, and you said that your wife enjoys being with other men. And since I'm an alpha, and I was assuming your wife is also with alphas, then you could ask her about it.
No. I'm asking if you find that women are attuned enough to sense your alphaness.
What's
and
your personal
doing
sexual
okay
history?
and you're doing okay with the ladies. I'm just curious.
Definitely. Like when I
As
go
a
into a public
woman-
place,
Hold on,
if I saw you and your wife in a public place, and I walked up to your wife and I touched her ass, I don't know what you would do, Sam.
As
Well,
a
no, but
woman,
wait a second, but wait
I'm
a
just
second.
getting
Hold-
the vibes across the airwaves
Hold-
and just the things that you're saying that
Kelly is
you
swooning.
are
I got to tell you. She
lying
is-
through your teeth
I have
right
never
now.
seen Kelly this passionate about anything the whole time I've known her.
seriously, wait a second. I want everybody just to be quiet. I want to show. I want a little respect here. I want you to just be honest. Are you
single?
technically speaking? Are you a virgin?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive.
You're positive. And so how long have you been sexually active? For how many years?
Why do you want to know that, Sam?
Well, come on. I mean, I've shared some pretty intimate things with you. I don't think I'm asking for too much.
I think you're asking for a little bit much to know about another male's sexual activities. I mean,
Well, I'm not asking for
just said that you slept with his wife.
I'm not asking for your activities. I'm asking just give me just a sense of how many years you've been sexually active, because that gives me a sense of just like how savvy you are about these things.
And ever non-paid.
8 years.
8 years of sexual activity. So you really are on top of your game right now.
Definitely.
Yeah. And so now, do you perceive this as? I mean, do you feel like you're making a conquest when you are out with a woman and you've been able to have sexual relations with her? I mean, tell us about that a little bit.
I mean, I think that this is, kind of exciting you a little bit too much. Then we've been getting a little bit too stimulated. So maybe we can change the conversation to something else.
Well, I'll tell you what. Listen, we're out of time, but I definitely want you to call back because I think we're getting.
Please.
I think we're moving along. But Michael had one question.
No. This is not a question. This is a serious thing, and I just want to end on a slightly sincere note. Can you email the show? And I know Sam is weirdly, even though he's such a mega cuck, he gets awkward about this. But honestly, it would help him and his wife. You could just submit a headshot, maybe a brief bio, and we could see if you could get you in the rotation, because I'm sure that Sam's wife would be really excited to meet you.
Well, I mean, look, I'm not going to.
Although she usually prefers black guys.
Let me ask you this. Let me just put it this way.
That's another thing we could touch on is why you guys have such a sexual fetish for black men.
Well, fair enough.
Next call.
But I just got to think about this a little bit as to whether or not I'm willing to spring for a first class seat or a coach seat. I mean,
Wow, look, you're really asserting yourself all of
Well,
a sudden.
you know,
Oh, maybe a
bringing it
coach
back.
seat. Damn,
Bringing
dude.
it back. I mean, we'll
Did
see.
you-
We'll see.
Did you do a
But
push-up
listen,
last week?
But I do appreciate the call. Please call back. Thank you.
You're brilliant in all these ways
All right,
that
we'll
you
talk
don't
to you soon.
understand.
All right. Bye-bye.
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 8 years. Sad.
8 years. I mean,
Sad.
so we got a guy. It's all right. Well, maybe. I mean, maybe next time we'll find out how old he is. Maybe know when this guy started. I mean,
What if
this
he's
guy's
single?
Totally on
when he
top
was-
of the game.
started when he was
All right,
10.
let's
Yeah,
do this.
Matt. He's
Final
single, okay?
Final
Gotta
IMs.
tell you.
Final IMs. Matt.
M.
Do it 1.